Hook, right now, as you watch this, you are moving through space at over 1 million miles per hour. The Earth spins, orbits the Sun orbits the galaxy, and the entire galaxy is hurtling through the universe at speeds our brains cannot truly comprehend. And here is the part that should keep you up at night. Scientists believe that everything we can see, every star, every planet, every galaxy, makes up less than 5% of what actually exists. The rest is invisible. And we have no idea what it is. Stay until the end, because the final mystery in this video is something even the world's greatest physicists admit they cannot explain. How big is the universe? To understand space, you first need to try and probably fail to grasp its size. The observable universe stretches about 93 billion light-years across. A single light-year is nearly 6 trillion miles. The Milky Way alone contains somewhere between 100 and 400 billion stars, and the Milky Way is just one of an estimated 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe. 2 trillion. If you counted one galaxy per second without stopping, it would take you over 63,000 years just to finish counting. And that is only the observable universe, the part we can see from Earth. The actual universe could be infinitely larger. Some cosmologists believe it is genuinely infinite, stretching forever in every direction with no edge, no boundary, and no end. The idea that the universe might go on forever is not just a philosophical thought experiment. It is a real scientific possibility that changes everything about how we think about our place in existence. The speed of light problem. Here is something that reveals just how enormous space truly is. The light you see when you look at the night sky left those stars years, decades, or even millions of years ago. When you look at the Andromeda galaxy with the naked eye, you are seeing light that left it 2.5 million years ago. You are literally looking back in time. Some of the stars you see tonight no longer exist. They exploded thousands of years ago, but their light is still traveling toward us and has not arrived yet. And the fastest thing in the universe, light itself, traveling at 186,000 miles per second, would still take 100,000 years just to cross our own galaxy. If we ever wanted to send a spacecraft to the nearest star beyond our sun, even at the speed of light, it would take over 4 years to get there. With our current technology, it would take about 70,000 years. Space does not just humble us. It makes human achievement feel almost impossibly small. But what happens when you reach the most extreme objects in the universe? Black holes. Black holes are the most extreme objects we know of in the universe. They are regions of space where gravity has become so powerful that nothing, not even light, can escape once it crosses the boundary known as the event horizon. They form when massive stars collapse under their own gravity at the end of their lives. The largest black holes, called supermassive black holes, sit at the centers of most large galaxies, including our own. The one at the center of the Milky Way is called Sagittarius A star, and it contains the mass of 4 million suns compressed into a single point. But here is where things get truly strange. Near a black hole, time itself slows down. If you could hover just outside the event horizon of a massive black hole and then return to Earth, you would find that far more time had passed on Earth than you experienced. This is not science fiction. It is a real prediction of Einstein's general theory of relativity, confirmed by experiment. Time is not constant. It bends, stretches, and slows depending on gravity and speed. Black holes are where that effect becomes extreme enough to be almost incomprehensible. The strangest planets ever found. Our solar system has 8 planets, but beyond it, astronomers have confirmed the existence of over 5,000 planets orbiting other stars, and some of them are beyond strange. There is a planet called 55 Cancri E, where the surface temperature reaches over 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit, and scientists believe the mantle is made largely of carbon in the form of diamond. A planet literally made of diamond. There is HD 189,733b, a planet where it rains glass silicate particles moving at 5,400 miles per hour in winds that would reduce a human being to dust in seconds. There is a planet called Kepler-16b that orbits two suns simultaneously, just like Tatooine from Star Wars. And there is a gas giant called WASP-B that is being slowly consumed by its own star, spiraling inward and losing mass every single day. Every time astronomers find a new exoplanet, it challenges our assumptions about what a planet can be. The universe has been running far stranger experiments than anything we imagined from our small corner of the solar system. Dark matter and dark energy. Remember the 5% figure from the beginning of this video. Here is what that means in detail. Everything we can see, touch, measure, and detect, all the stars, planets, gas, dust, and light in the entire universe, makes up only about 5% of the total content of the cosmos. About 27% is something called dark matter. It does not emit light, it does not reflect light, and we cannot directly detect it with any instrument we currently have. We only know it exists because of its gravitational effect on visible matter. Galaxies rotate in ways that make no sense unless there is a massive invisible scaffolding holding them together. That scaffolding is dark matter. The remaining 68% of the universe is something even stranger, dark energy. It is a force that is causing the universe to expand, and not just expand, accelerate. The galaxies are flying apart from each other faster and faster every moment. Dark energy is the reason, and we have almost no idea what it actually is. We live in a universe where the dominant forces and substances are completely invisible and almost entirely unknown. The Fermi paradox. Given the size of the universe, 2 trillion galaxies, each containing hundreds of billions of stars, many with planets, the mathematical probability that Earth is the only place where life has ever developed is almost vanishingly small. Scientists estimate there could be billions of Earth-like planets in our galaxy alone. So where is everybody? This question is known as the Fermi paradox, named after physicist Enrico Fermi, who in 1950 asked simply, if intelligent life is so likely, why have we seen no evidence of it? We have been listening for radio signals from space since the 1960s. We have sent our own signals out into the cosmos. We have launched spacecraft that will eventually drift beyond our solar system carrying messages from Earth. And we have heard nothing. Not a single confirmed signal. Not one piece of verified evidence. The silence of the universe is one of the most profound and disturbing mysteries in all of science. Either intelligent life is far rarer than we think, or something happens to advanced civilizations before they can make contact, or they are out there, and for reasons we do not understand, we simply cannot hear them. The beginning and the end. The universe began approximately 13.8 billion years ago in an event we call the Big Bang. In a fraction of a second, from a state of unimaginable density and temperature, space itself began to expand. Everything, all matter, all energy, all of space and time emerged from that single point. But here is what scientists cannot fully explain. What caused the Big Bang? What existed before it? The honest answer is that our physics breaks down at that boundary. The laws of nature as we understand them do not apply to the moment before the universe began, because time itself may not have existed yet. And how will it all end? There are several theories. The Big Freeze. The universe keeps expanding until all stars burn out, all black holes evaporate, and the cosmos reaches a cold, dark, motionless state of maximum entropy. The Big Rip. Dark energy keeps accelerating until it tears apart galaxies, then solar systems, then planets, then atoms themselves. Or the Big Crunch. Gravity eventually reverses the expansion and everything collapses back into a single point. We do not know which ending awaits, but we know one is coming in billions or trillions of years. The universe had a beginning. It will have an end. The most mind-blowing fact of all. Here is the fact that changes everything. Every atom in your body was forged inside a star. The carbon in your DNA, the iron in your blood, the calcium in your bones, all of it was created in the nuclear furnaces of stars that lived and died billions of years before our sun was born. When those stars exploded as supernovae, they scattered their atoms across the galaxy. Those atoms drifted through space for billions of years, eventually clumping together under gravity to form our solar system, our planet, and eventually life. You are not just looking at the universe. You are the universe looking at itself. The same atoms that once burned inside ancient stars are now reading these words, wondering about their own origins. Astronomer Carl Sagan said it best: "We are a way for the cosmos to know itself." That single idea, that consciousness itself is the universe becoming aware, is perhaps the most profound thought that space has ever inspired. We are not separate from the cosmos. We are made of it. Out. Space is not just out there. It is in you, around you, and it is far stranger and more beautiful than any of us can fully grasp. If this video made you see the universe differently, hit like and subscribe. There is a lot more out there, and we are just getting started.